Hello, and my name is Ramiro Rendon. I'm a deputy with Dallas County Sheriff's Department and an instructor. I've been an instructor for the last 6 years. Today what we're going to go over is firearm safety at the range. The fundamentals that we're going to cover are firearm safety, firearm nomenclature, firearm troubleshooting, and finally, marksmanship. As you can see here, treat all weapons if they are loaded. Regardless if you believe that they are loaded or not, you will treat all weapons as if they are loaded. You will keep weapons pointed in a safe direction. At no time will your weapon scurry to the left or the right. You will keep it downrange in a safe position. You will keep your finger outside of the trigger until you are ready to shoot. And finally, you will know what is beyond and in front of your target at all times. This is the basic nomenclature of a 1911 body-style semi-automatic pistol. There's going to be some similarities between both revolvers and semi-automatics. First, they're going to be similar in the front sight tip, the rear sight, the hammer, the trigger guard, the trigger. Okay? The things that are different on a semi-automatic are the fact that they have a magazine for ammunition. In this model, it has two different types of safety, a thumb and a grip safety, and a slide that needs to move back and forth in order to chamber the weapon. In a revolver, all ammunition is kept in the cylinder. You will still have a front sight, a rear sight, a hammer, a handle grip, a trigger, and a trigger guard. As always, you will keep your hand and fingers out of the trigger until you are ready to shoot and you have identified your target, both front and back. So in basic troubleshooting of these weapons, you will find stovepipe, double feed, hang fire, and magazine slips. In a stovepipe, you'll see that the top of the weapon, as you are looking down upon it, there's an expended cartridge that has been fired but failed to eject past the upper slide. What you will do is you will open your slide, allow the cartridge to fall out, remove the magazine, you will check it to ensure it's safe, reinsert the magazine, and then allow your slide to come forward. In a double feed, as you can see here, the top magazine, there is already a round in the chamber. A second round is trying to be loaded at the same time. To correct this, you're going to drop your magazine, let your slide come forward, then pull your slide back, ejecting the magazine and the round. In a hang fire, what has basically happened here is you've discharged your weapon and it failed to fire. You will keep your weapon pointed down range. You will raise your arm to allow the range officer to come over and assist you. After 30 seconds, you will put the gun down and the range officer will clear your weapon. A magazine slip. Magazine slip is exactly that. The magazine in your semi-automatic weapon has released itself and you are unable to feed any more ammunition. You will tap the bottom of the magazine at the bottom of the pistol and then you will retry to chamber another round. Marksmanship. We're going to quickly talk about stance, grip, sight alignment, sight picture, breathing, trigger control, and our follow-through. In our stance, you should stand shoulder width apart, arms out, slight bend on the elbow, facing down range, not to the left or the right. In your grip, you should have a push-pull. One hand should push in while the other hand pushes out. At no time will your finger be in the trigger. You will keep it out of the trigger at all times for safety purposes. Sight alignment. The rear sight and the front post would line up parallel across the top. Sight picture. Basically here you've got your rear post and your front post. They're lined across with the target looking semi-blurry as you're looking down the sights. Of course, you're going to know what's in front of the target and what's behind the target. Breathing. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, at the bottom of your exhale, you will slowly, in your trigger control, pull the trigger to the back, allowing the weapon to fire. Your follow-through. Basically here, you've allowed your weapon to fire, you've taken all the necessary steps in marksmanship. Pull, push, pull, your stance, your sight alignment, your sight picture, your steady squeeze to the back by your trigger, allowing the weapon to discharge safely downrange. Other than that, you must know that at any given time, if you have any problems, be sure to raise your hand, allowing the range officer to know that you will need assistance. Furthermore, know the rules of the range, know who your range officer is, and understand the basics. Cease fire, back away. Thank you very much, and may you have a safe time on the range.